Ambassador Manju Seth, former diplomat, also with us on the program. Ambassador Manju Seth, Donald Trump, of course, putting out this tweet says a lot. But what really is not apparent in this tweet is that it's because of his move to tariff India that India has, started looking for greener pastures.
I think hedging its bets, India needs to be, in the way Russia, President Donald Trump has sort of targeted India and the rest of his, his advisors and his ministers, the way they've gone, all after India. I think, and we just didn't know what was happening. I think so. India had very little option but to look at other options and not to close its, and to look at other, to hedge its bets, so to speak, so that its interests are not completely, ruined in the wake of what President Trump and his advisors have unleashed, should I say, on India or against India. And I think this, though it was not expected, we were expecting that somehow things would, a better sense would prevail, but I think that has not happened. And now this also shows President Donald Trump's, I think, frustration that his policy of getting, India to do what it wanted and what he wanted has not really, it has backfired in a way and pushed India and Russia closer to Beijing. And I think, and the fact that President Xi Jinping was able to host a successful, SCO summit and also have these meetings, and the optics were so clear that, it sent a message to Washington. And I think maybe it was meant to send a message to Washington also that, you can push people so far and thus far and no more, including to Russia, because he had just had a meeting with the Russian president at Alaska, and there, after also, he didn't target Russia with such vehemence, but the way India was, targeted is something which is very disappointing and unexpected. And even yesterday, President Trump has again said that, when he was asked why no action against Russia itself, he said, no, I have sanctioned India so that Russia taught a lesson. So, this roundabout way and using India as a kind of beating India with a stick, I think, has really sent the relationships really into a very sad situation, and it's really dipped. And we'll have to work a lot on. The relationship with the U.S. is very important, so I think there's a lot of work ahead to see how we can mend it in the future. But right now, it really is in the doldrums. Vinny.
Ma'am, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.